guys, welcome to today's meditation. I see many of you who I know well. Hi, Sue Ellen and Vicky, and I just saw Lavana and Galia and Amanda and Candace. Welcome, and whoever is owner, welcome. Marcia, Jean, Valerie, Andrew, Midori, good to have you here. So I think I wrote to you guys about my dream. I think it was Saturday night. I I had a unusual dream. I never dream about dragons. Dragons are not like a big thing for me. And I know they have all kinds of meanings and different traditions, but in this dream, my dragons were quite small. They were about hand size. And they were really mischievous. They created chaos and they could destroy an environment very quickly. And so in the dream, my work was to make peace with the dragons. And that way the dragons would keep the very magical landscape I was in very, very peaceful and well. But there were many of them. There was like over 50 of these little dragons. So it was a lot of work in my dream, but very interesting. And so I always look for something on the weekend to inform what part of the creative part of our meditation I'll move from. And I realized we haven't done many journeys with animals, with animal guides, or just even tuning in to animals as kind of ways to inform us, whether it's opening our heart or feeling the movement, the presence of an animal, or the sort of emotional, energetic space of the animal. Like I'm sure many of you have like watched animals in nature and felt really either like you were joining them, like if you see birds flying, sometimes we have this feeling of like we could soar, or if we see dolphins playing, or even dogs playing, or cats relaxing, it gives us a real felt experience almost without our conscious mind getting involved. Our self, our body just feels that sense of the animal. Any of you guys have that happen? Please write in the chat. I must not be the only one, right? And so before we start, I want to kind of know, I think it helps us then in the journey to have some qualities of animals that are important to you. Like, I don't actually want to be a dragon. I'm not going to journey with the dragon. The dragon was quite mischievous and was a teacher for me, but not a creature that I want to embody at all. But think for yourself, what's an animal that you want to know better, or you want to have that animal teach you something, or you even want to feel that you are that animal? Once I was in a shamanic, it was really a shamanic training, and the shaman had us stand up and feel that we were the animal and move like the animal. And I was in that journey an elephant. So it was really interesting. And I'm not going to ask you guys to get up and move like the animal unless you're called to, then you should. But I love what people are sharing here. I love polar bears. Katie, you shared about donkeys. I don't know. I don't know if that's an animal you want to pursue getting to know a little better. Your cat. Um, yeah. A bull. Wow, that's powerful. Horse, dogs, dolphin, lion, jaguar, elephant, cats, lots there. And and sometimes the animal that shows up for us might surprise us too. Oh, and someone just wrote eagle. Yeah, eagles can be really, really incredible. And one thing that I've always been taught by my shamanic teachers is don't look up the meaning of an animal. If an animal comes to you in a journey, ask yourself what that animal represents for you. You know, is it a protector? Is it, don't ask during the journey, but afterwards, you can ask yourself, what does that mean for me today? It might not be what um, a book or Google tells you or ChatGPT tells you that that animal, like what the gifts are. It's going to be very individual to each of us. Ooh, a wolf. Love that. Giraffe. Great. Great animals are joining us already. So we're going to begin by connecting with our body and calming our nervous system. And I invite you to close your eyes now if you're comfortable closing your eyes. And if not, and you would like your eyes open, see if you can look as far away as possible. Turn away from the computer and look out the window, if you have a window, or to the far wall, just to relax your body through your sight. It happens when we close our eyes, if we like having our eyes closed too. We just sort of drop in and down, and often we just move to the sort of side edges of our experience when our eyes are closed. And we'll help that along now by just allowing ourselves to drop down and in. And as you breathe and drop into yourself a little closer maybe than you were a few minutes ago, I'm going to tell you a couple more things about the meditation today. One is that we will be practicing allowing ourselves to be in the moment and just allowing everything to be as it is, allowing our thoughts, allowing our feelings, allowing our physical sensations, our energy, our hearing, just really allowing everything to be just as it is, allowing it to come and allowing it to go. Sensations will rise to the surface of our awareness, and when they're ready, they'll fade away or disintegrate without us needing to do anything at all. So this allowing part of the meditation will happen many times during our process. And it's a really deep centering. It's a connection with self, a connection with time, as in the present. And we become much more available to witnessing our experience when we're allowing versus changing. So now let's just begin by noticing our hands and allowing your hands to find a place that's comfortable. It could be on your heart or your legs. If you're lying down, your hands might want to rest on the surface of the bed or the chair. Your hands might want to be up in the air. Today, my hands want to be up in the air, receiving through the palms. So just listening to the hands. And practice that allowing of everything to be as it is. Your breath is flowing. You're meeting the moment with your presence. And there's no thing to do. There's just being, allowing. And from here, we'll practice alternate nostril breathing for a few minutes. If you've never done this practice before, you can open your eyes to watch me. If you've done it before, you can just go ahead and begin. But I'm just going to close the right nostril with one finger, and we'll breathe in on the left side to the count of about 6. And then holding your breath a moment and switching sides, closing the other nostril and exhaling. For me, it's exhaling right to the count of 6. And at the bottom of your exhale, just resting there and inhaling right. Inhaling on that right side, same side. And at the top of your inhalation, rest your attention on your head and change sides. Exhaling left, resting at the bottom of that exhale, holding the breath, and then inhaling left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Changing sides as you notice your forehead. Exhaling right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhaling right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Changing sides as you hold the breath. Exhaling left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Resting a moment, pausing as you hold the breath. Inhaling left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Closing the left nostril and exhaling right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath. Inhaling right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Closing the right side and exhaling left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding your breath. Inhaling left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Holding the breath as you change sides and exhaling right at your own rhythm. After your exhale, you'll inhale right. When you're ready, change sides and see if you can hold your breath for a few seconds in between. Exhaling on the other side and holding the breath on that same side before you inhale. When you're ready, changing sides, exhaling, holding, inhaling, holding the breath and changing sides, exhaling. And now do one more cycle in silence. When you're ready, letting go of the touch on your nose, letting your hand go to your lap or wherever the hands feel comfortable. And let's just take a moment to feel our right side as we breathe naturally. Breathing in and breathing out, feeling into the right side of the body. And then feeling into the left side as you breathe naturally. One more time, checking out the right side as you breathe. And checking out the left side as you breathe. Coming to the center line of your body, letting yourself feel the top of your head and noticing how your breath is flowing naturally as you slowly move down from the top of your head down through the center of your body in your own way, breathing and relaxing, letting everything just feel a little bit slower, a little bit easier, sinking down through the body until you've reached your hips and your legs, feeling into your feet, and letting yourself connect with the beautiful energy of a beautiful tree. The tree's roots going down and out into the ground. And inviting the energy of earth, inviting that energy to help you stabilize, ground, allowing this presence, this moment. And we'll just drop into the allowing meditation for 1 minute. Everything can be just as it is. Any thought, sensation is allowed. So as you sense, you allow all that wishes to arise and fade away. And from here, we'll go to our heart space. If you wish to put a hand on your heart, and just breathe and be right in your heart, the space of kindness. Notice what it's like to speak to yourself very kindly. Ask yourself how you're doing. Listen with kindness to your answer. Invite your body to speak to you. And just imagine a warm, glowing space in your heart center, in all of your body. And imagine this glowing, warm, kind space all around your body. And as you listen to your body, this warm, glowing kindness, allowing this kindness to come into your body exactly where you need it. And calling in any guides, angels, your connection with Source, Spirit, oneness, God, the universe. Allow this connection to be experienced as a visual or a sensory experience, auditorily or physically, whatever happens for you. It might be a word, it might be a gesture that comes from inside the body. And just allowing this connection, knowing that you're grounded, present, protected, safe. And imagine a landscape of your favorite animal, any animal that presents itself to you right now. An animal that will be for today a teacher, a guide. Go with your first impulse and imagine the landscape of this animal friend. Noticing where the journey wishes to take you. Do you move with the animal? Do you listen or see or feel or join? You're in control the whole time, and you can choose. You might notice if you're with the animal next to you or in front of you or in you, or you decide to just simply step into the animal's shoes. There might be a feeling that comes with this animal's energy. This might be felt as a speeding up or slowing down, a cooling or a warming, a clear emotion or a message. Sometimes we stay with the animal, and sometimes we join the experience of being the animal from the inside out. That's up to you. Allow the journey to develop in its own way. You might notice the quality of the air, how your body feels. The animal might show you things, and your body may want to move a little bit. If there's a message like to cleanse or to nourish or to strengthen, notice what it's like to allow the hands, the torso, even the legs or the fingertips, the eyes, the feet, to follow that message in your own way. There could be colors or visuals, sounds. And there might be frequencies or connections that the animal provides you with straight into the universe, into the natural world, into healthy sources of healing streams that generate in you wellness, calm, excitement, courage, fortitude, presence, playfulness, spontaneity. Notice what comes to you. And now, as your animal friend or with your animal friend, let's practice 1 minute of allowing everything to be as it is. As we allow, we let it all be. Whatever shows up, whatever fades away. And being with this moment, allowing yourself to breathe, coming back to the imagination, to the felt experience of your animal friend, anywhere they still want to show you or take you a lesson, a gift, an energy. When you're ready, thank them. If you were part of your animal's experience, you can step out and back into your own body. If your animal was next to you or near you, you can allow them to return to their landscape. And once you have separated from your animal guide, allow your animal guide to go back to its place in nature, noticing that place with beautiful detail, taking in the colors, the scents, fragrances, sounds, touch, and thanking your animal friend, knowing that this journey with them will keep providing you with information after the meditation. And returning to your breath. As you return to your breath, see what it's like to touch your middle finger and your thumb together, gently massaging the fingertips together and feeling into your feet, moving your toes, feeling into your hips, and opening your heart space, letting the shoulders drop a little wider down. Your chin might lift. Feeling that glow inside your heart area, your chest glowing, radiating love, an energy that's so inclusive. It wants to spread out around you and through you. Let your hands move in space in a way that's nurturing and allowing like an energy bath that might go in front of your eyes, over your head, gently around your ears or jaw. See what it's like to give yourself energy through your hands using your imagination. You might be feeling the aura around your body in some way. And just taking your time to do this. When you're ready, feeling into the core of your body, noticing your back body, and breathing and allowing, noticing your front body. Your hand might still be working to bring the energy around you or in you. There might be shapes you draw in the air. And noticing the space around your hips and pelvis area, your legs. Making sure to notice the space around your knees and calves and shins and your feet. And let's just give ourselves another minute of allowing, letting your breath be gentle, regular, and allowing the present moment to be as it is. Whatever shows up is perfect. Just allowing the experience to rise and to fall. And when you're ready, we're going to practice the rainbow channel over our heads. Just imagining you're holding a rainbow in your right hand and you're sending it over the top of your head into your left hand, catching that rainbow energy and sending it back over the top of your head into your right hand. And just allow yourself to create this rainbow of energy that goes over the top of your head in a gorgeous arc, a rainbow that moves from hand to hand, and you feel it going over the top of your head. And whenever you like, you can keep doing this, or you can direct that rainbow down around your feet, making a semicircle down around you, in front of you when you're ready, and behind you when you're ready. And with that sweet energy of the rainbow, just bringing your hands together in front of your face, letting your palms touch and rub together as you open your eyes. You might want to just hold your own hands for a few seconds. We can do this at any time to bring our body ease and connection, stability. And if you'd like, you can give yourself a hug, a real squeeze side to side. See if you can even let your head touch into your hand as you hug yourself. And if you'd like, change sides for the hug. And again, just kind of nuzzle your head against your arm or wrist or hand, feeling that embrace. And when you're ready, you might need to stretch a little, shake out any energy from the fingers or the feet. Might feel nice to touch the heart. Some people like to tap, and some people just like to hold that presence of touch. Sometimes it's nice to take a few full breaths just to kind of be with yourself in this full breathing. 3 big breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. That's sometimes very helpful. Okay. Well, that was really lovely to practice with you today. I'm so curious if anyone wishes to share about their journey, their animal, or just share in the chat what animal it was. Rachel, I see a hand up. Hi, Rachel. There we go. Rachel, I'm asking you to unmute, but I don't know if it's working.
Okay.
There we go. Hi.
Hi. So thank you for that. I was the one who wrote giraffe. And then when I got into position, you said, okay, now think of your animal, and a koala bear came up.
Oh.
And I saw the giraffe in the background, but the koala bear was front and center, holding onto a branch and just chewing and chewing and chewing and observing and chewing. And I'm sitting there watching it, and it's saying, just hang in there and just observe, Rachel. There's nothing for you to do. Just observe. And then towards the end of the session, something flipped, and And my husband was the koala bear, and he's saying, "Yeah, I'm just hanging in there and I'm just watching and watching." And I'm saying, "What just happened there? This is my session." But it
That's
was, it,
interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
he just kept chewing and saying, looking to the right, looking to the left. And then when he left, when you said, okay, let him go back to his landscape, he went back to his family. And that's when I knew it was me. I went back to my kids. Um, yeah, so it was really interesting. Um, if I can share a little bit more, the giraffe was me before, just
Mm-hmm.
grazing, long eyelashes, not seeing anything, not paying attention, just having a merry old time. And the koala now is me with my big open eyes saying, no, 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 I need to observe and watch while I chew on this. So,
Mm. That's beautiful. And I love how you're sharing it. I just feel in you this trust of your experience and what it means. That's beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
thank you.
And it's never quite the way we expect it, right? Our conscious mind can't really, I find anyways, create a meditation journey. It's really when we relax and let go what shows up. And so,
It's because I'm on the fork in a road right now. I'm starting to become an empty nester, and it's like I'm transitioning from just grazing and whatever to like, okay, what do I do now? Open your eyes wide and just look to the right, to the left. What do you want? So this is really cool. Thank you.
oh, that's beautiful. Thank you, Rachel, for sharing. And, it might be a good idea. Anyone who wants to just journal a little bit after the meditation about the details, just like after we have a dream, it helps us to write down just keywords, little moments. And then later we can go back to it and it might just evolve a little more later in the day or when we're dreaming. And Sue Ellen, hi.
Hello, Magali. Hello, everybody.
How are you today?
I'm a bit frazzled after that
Oh,
meditation. And
it,
that's because I had an eagle appear in my heart area, my chest, but it was so big that it couldn't fit in that area, and it
yeah.
was trying to get out, and its feathers were flying everywhere, so it was frazzled like I feel right now.
Oh, okay. So it was a little, but you had a little bit of a need to release it, it sounds
I
like.
released it. Well, I mean, I didn't really release it. I don't know what happened. It broke out or it released. I think it finally got away, and it was trying to, and then it flew so far away, and then all of a sudden you said something, and then it came back and it got me, and then I started flapping my wings. So it was as if it was showing me how to that, as if it was showing me how to be free again.
Oh, it's
Like I've
beautiful.
been bottled up so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
And it was
gorgeous. And
showing me
how
how
does
to
your heart area feel now? How's it feeling?
um during the flight with the eagle, I was feeling very free. Right now I feel frazzled.
Frazzled. Okay, so see what it's like to just like do some nervous system regulation where you're just kind of stroking. Anyone can do this and it's helpful. Stroking the body like in a way that feels, if that feels nurturing, for some it's just hands on
Yeah,
the heart and stillness, or the hands touching like this.
yeah,
Whatever works for you, Sue Ellen. I know you have many tools, but just
yeah,
bringing that calm, slowing down to the body when it feels frazzled can be really nice. And it's evening for you, right?
yeah. It's almost like it's 10:30 now.
Good. So it's really nice to sleep after this kind of journey. Maybe put on some special sleeping music and
Yeah.
yeah.
So anyways, it was just showing me how to that. I actually, it was trying to say, you've got it. You can do this.
Oh,
You
good.
just need to start spreading your
Doing.
wings.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful. Start spreading your wings. Wow. Okay. Thank you for sharing. That is lovely. And you're making me want to spread my wings.
Thanks for the reminder.
Thank you. And Katie, good to see you. How are you?
Good, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Good. I'm thinking we were meant to connect on Friday and we didn't. And I want to connect with you so much on the phone.
Oh, we will, don't worry. That was just that was just really unexpectedly fun.
Oh,
Um,
good.
because I wasn't with a donkey, but I was with a I was with a chimpanzee and like chimpanzee family in a jungle, I suppose. But it was just I just couldn't stop smiling and laughing, and it was kind of like the chimpanzee was teaching me to play
I
and
love that.
kind of and cuddling and tickling and playing, and there was just yeah, just a real sense of freedom and like silliness, and it's time to be silly and free and you know alive and just not care, just be childish in a good way.
Oh,
And then
that's
I just kind of went on this weird journey with him, like swinging through swinging through the trees, and like that was it. Why I was kind of almost flying with this chimpanzee. I don't know how that happened. And he took me to this kind of like um like a tribe, I suppose.
Uh-huh.
And I was loved and really looked after, and it was
Mm.
like you don't have to worry about anything. You just gotta let go and be free. It was just really fun.
Oh, that's wonderful. I love that.
Yeah, it was really fun.
And you probably had no idea before that that would be the,
No,
yeah, isn't that fascinating?
it was just real, like, yeah, child, freedom, silliness, let go, laughter. Yeah, a lot of laughter, and
Oh, I
just
love that. I love
yeah, it
that.
was brilliant. And
Oh,
that's
good. And
that's
what was it like for you, the allowing parts of the meditation? Were you able to kind of shift, or was that asking a
yeah, no,
lot?
I was able to shift. I was able to really shift into just very still,
Oh, good, good.
into
Yeah, yeah.
stillness.
I
And
had
that it
no
was
idea how that would go. This was a kind of a new thing. I thought just I want to drop in these minutes
I like that.
of that. Yeah.
So I was
Good.
like free and like playing, and then I was really, really able to be still.
Yeah. And I know
And
that
so
like you've been doing more Adyashanti kind of meditations, right? Like more
yeah,
kind of presence,
still
oneness,
more, I suppose.
still.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so that's sort of my inspiration there, is to bring in more and more of that just in little chunks of time instead of a longer practice.
I really enjoyed that, but I also really enjoyed the freedom to just to allow
Play.
myself to play, yeah, because it can all get very serious,
That is true.
you
That
know,
is true. Yep. Yep.
and that was really helpful. What I struggle with is any movement. Like I can't, when you say move, what's it like to move your hands, or
Mm-hmm.
they
Mm-hmm.
just seem to be like stuck, or this has always happened for me, just
Well,
stuck
sometimes when
by my
you're in
sides.
deep stillness, the body does in a healthy way freeze. And
Yeah,
I would really allow that. That's perfect. So
yeah,
you can bring whatever you're sensing deeper into your body just through your imagination, but you don't have to move anything.
yeah,
It's interesting because that's the way I used to be more, and now I've been led a little more by my hands when I'm guiding meditations. And so I'm bringing it into the meditations because my hands literally float up and they don't want to come down while I'm leading meditations. And then so I bring it in, but I totally get just staying very still and not moving the body is a very wonderful way to meditate.
yeah. And I love the rainbow part at the end.
Oh, good. Yeah. And we can do that without our hands being up at all. We can just
Yeah,
imagine. Yeah.
yeah, that was really
Yeah.
lovely.
Yeah.
I got a real
Yeah.
a
I
feel.
enjoyed it too. I feel always like my guides
Yeah.
came in with that, and I was very grateful. Actually, the whole thing, that whole meditation, I had these ideas, but
Mm.
I really turned it over to whoever these lovely guides are that come and guide meditation. I appreciated them leading. Sometimes they give words that I'm like, oh, am I going to really say that? Like I said the word spirit a couple times and I was like, oh, am I really saying that word? Okay.
I loved it. I
So
really,
it's great.
really enjoyed it.
Thank you, Katie. Good to see
Thank
you.
you. Good to see you.
Yeah. I've never done a journey with chimpanzees. So I have with an eagle, but now I'm like interested in that. Valerie, hi.
Hi,
How
we're
are you?
gonna take the tape off.
Oh, good.
I
I
don't
can
know.
see you.
It's
Wonderful.
very, it's very blurry. My camera hasn't
That's
been working
perfect. It's like
properly for a while.
we're in a dream together. Yeah.
Well, I got polar bears are my spirit animal, and this has just been such an up and down week for me. And I have been, maybe it's because I've been watching a lot of things on polar bears that have come through on TikTok when I go on Facebook.
Yeah.
Um, but I had this moment where some of the stuff that I've been watching has been about some organization that goes out onto the ice and they find polar bears that are in distress
Uh-huh.
and they bring them onto the boat or they go out and help the polar bears. And I was sitting there thinking to myself, how do I get in on that? Like that's kind of like I guess a bucket list item. But during the meditation, I was actually doing that. And one of the polar bears came on to the ship and sat right beside me. And
Wow.
all the things that have been going on this week, it was basically letting me know that it's life. This is all a part of life, ups and downs. Just relax, let it go. It's all going to work itself out. And then the rainbow was like, yep, there's a rainbow at the end of this journey. Like it will work itself out. And I was like, okay, I can do that and just let it all go. And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
because I was supposed to go somewhere today and that got canceled due to this crazy weather that we're having up here. So I'm kind of shut in because of the snow and we got totally dumped on yesterday.
Oh,
And
wow. Where are you, Valerie? I'm forgetting. Are you in the
I'm
Northeast?
up in Toronto, Canada.
In Canada. Wow.
Yeah.
You've got a lot of
So
snow.
we got a lot of snow yesterday. And then there was a lot of snow that came on my birthday on Wednesday night.
Oh, happy
And
birthday. Yeah.
thank you. And I wasn't even sure if I was going to make it home, but I got a ride home
Wow.
and that worked. We both got home and it was just then I had some disappointing news. Like I had a great, beautiful day with friends and, celebration. And then I got really crappy news at the
Oh,
end of that
no.
day for something. We had a town hall meeting in our
Yeah.
condo. So then this happened today with all the weather. And I sit there going, plus I had to walk home in the snow yesterday and I was just exhausted when I got
Wow.
home. Like it
Wow.
took me 3 hours to get home, walking
Oh,
home and snow
wow.
plows and drifts and like I think I
Wow.
fell
So
about
now you're
6 times.
safe and cozy though.
Exactly. I'm safe,
Yay.
I'm cozy. I put my hood up and I
Oh,
was just like
good.
relaxed and I was
Oh,
just like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I'm comfy, I'm cozy. I'm where I'm supposed to be. So,
good. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for sharing. And I'm wondering if like even that experience in the snow might have helped you feel into the polar bear a little bit more too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think so. Just the traveling in the fresh air and just, it's life, it's gonna happen. Just let it all go. Let it go in
Oh,
the
good.
snow and then
I
just,
love that. I need
yeah,
that same message. So thank you. I
yeah,
bet there's a bunch of us. That's a
yeah,
good message. Let it go.
yeah, yeah,
Okay. Thanks,
exactly.
Valerie. Good to be with you.
Good to see you too.
It feels like we're in a snowdrift together with that pink glow to your camera. And Marcus, are you there? Let's see. Hi there. How are you?
Hello, thank you. I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, good. I'm always good after meditation.
Yeah. Uh, I just came on because I wanted to say thank you because I think some part within me, be it my inner child or some other part, must feel very safe with you guiding the meditation because I think I'm experiencing or I have experienced a healing reaction. and I'm not sure if if it was triggered through the animal. I saw a wolfhound.
Mm.
Is this the right pronunciation?
A wolfhound, like a dog that's a wolfhound? Like
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm not sure.
yeah.
Like
Like an Irish wolfhound are the ones I know. They're very large dogs, the largest dog.
are these the ones with the blue eyes?
I'm not sure, but
But
okay,
I've
it was a
never.
large dog with blue eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
quite big, and it just came.
Wow.
What I was noticing was that my body started aching, the
Oh,
whole body.
wow.
Now, when I fell into it, the word trauma came to me, and I went deeper, and I saw it was kind of a freeze response, but that I'm allowing it to release. So
Yeah.
this is
Yeah. That's
what my impression was. And
right.
I also felt it after meditation, even now a bit.
Yeah.
And really interesting, even though it was a meditation and I turned the lights off and I dimmed everything, so there was a very little external stimulus.
Yeah.
I was like, what is going on that I feel so
Yeah.
overstimulated?
You
Very
feel so what? Say that again.
overstimulated.
Overstimulated. So sometimes when we journey, a little different than a regular meditation, sometimes in shamanic traditions, the animal helper actually works on our physical body too. I mean, this was a
Really?
very short journey, and I'm not a shaman and I don't pretend to be, but I've spent many, many years with shamans doing many hundreds of journeys. I don't know how many. And that is often the case that in that frequency, it can be a guide or an animal helper will actually like help us release trauma or help us integrate something, or we might feel all kinds of interesting things happening.
I mean,
It's an interesting path if you might be sensitive, you might be more aligned with this path, and that's why you're having more of an experience. You never know. So, where are you again in Europe? Where are you again?
Austria.
Austria, because in Belgium, my teacher Frank, who is there. Yeah. So, any of you Europeans, I'm happy to share his information.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I mean I have done multiple meditations in my life, and I sometimes I use guided meditation on tracks, so I listen to them.
Yes.
But what really it's always that if I'm joining meditation sessions with you, something's happening. It's really interesting.
Oh, I'm so glad.
Just wanted to
I
know
try to
if
make it interesting. I can't help myself. I can never do the same one twice, you know? So
magical. So there is.
my love of variety comes through in meditation.
Yeah, I know you are a variety girl, aren't you?
Not really, but in these ways I am, and through art and different creative things. Yeah,
Mm,
but my
Yeah.
life is very boring. I do this.
HTML.
Oh, whoops,
Is
hold
it?
on. I do the same thing well, not every day, but many days of the week. All
I see.
right. Take care, Marcus. Thank you
Thank
for
you, thank you.
sharing. And you might want to, what comes to me is like use water, whether it's shower or bath, like let water kind of cleanse when you can.
I will take this advice. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Perfect. And okay, you have to tell me you have to tell me how to pronounce your name correctly because I'm always stumbling a little.
Rocio.
Rosio. And I cannot roll my R's even though I was born in Argentina. So I really want to. Rosio.
No worries.
Yeah.
Thank you,
How
beautiful.
are you?
I'm great, honey. Thank you, beautiful soul.
Oh,
I'm
it's
so
good to
happy to
have
be
you
here with
here.
everyone today. This is very interesting. It was an amazing meditation, and I never experienced bats.
Oh,
And
those
that
are
was
fascinating. Bats.
and
Wow.
that's why I raised my hand because I want to share that with you and see if you have any feedback with that.
Yeah. Well, what do bats mean to you? Like when
there were actually during the meditation process, they were flying, and there was not only one, but there were many, and they were flying on the dark. And
Could
after
they
that,
see? Could you get the sense that they could navigate the darkness?
yes, definitely they could see, and the eyes were red. So I could see the power of seeing.
Yeah.
And it was like dark, but it was not completely pitch dark. It was more like a violet kind of background. But
Mhm.
they had the freedom to fly, and there were many, and I feel pretty safe. But at that time, after that journey, my mind absolutely went right to, okay, control. That's what came to my mind right after. So kind
Interesting.
of like let go of control, but I never really experienced bats as an animal,
Yeah.
spiritual experience. So I'm
Mhm.
curious to know if you know anything about, if you can help me a little bit here.
On a very personal, like just not teaching level or anything, just me, Magali. Once I went to an exhibit on bats, and what was incredible that they showed us was that their proportions are exactly the same as a human being. So like their head to torso, like they're very similar in some ways. And this was a long time ago. I saw this exhibit. So when you were talking, I kept imagining like a little person who had wings and could fly and who had those superpowers. So I immediately think, what are the superpowers of the bat? Like how they navigate is so special.
I know in shaman is more like dead and rebirth, but I will journey later today to
And
see
yeah,
what.
I would go with what you feel, like what the message was for you. What did it feel like when you were with them or looking through those eyes? What was like sometimes we get a message like this is to help me navigate this part of my life, or this is to show me something. Um, so I would trust yourself. Don't go with kind of the textbook definition.
Okay, thank you, hon. Thank
Yeah,
you. It's a great meditation.
absolutely.
Appreciate
I
it.
I love I love that there were bats. Okay, guys, that was so lovely to hear from everybody. And I actually don't always get to journey while leading, but I got to be with dolphins, which are one of my favorite animals. So in between leading, I was just out on the ocean playing with the dolphins. So that was lovely. I always feel like it's a gift when I get to have anything to do with dolphins. Okay, guys, so I hope that tonight, whether that's in an hour or in 12 hours, I hope that your journey keeps evolving in the dreamscape. And you can invite that before you go to sleep. You can bring up moments of being with your animal and just ask your dream. You can say something like, "Tonight, may I dream more about my animal and what it wants me to know or how it wants to help me." So always the spirit is, how does it want to help me? And then the dream might give you more information, or you might get an idea and journal it. Okay, take care, guys. And I will hopefully meditate again with you next week on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.